Human beings are, we're animals. When a dog is giving birth, you leave her alone in a dark, safe space away from noise. Can you imagine taking a dog in labor, lying on her back to push her puppies out, and then sticking those wet puppies under lights and poking them? When I was little,
3 centimeters? No! Don't touch me! Nobody touch me! Oh my God! Oh no! 5 hours later. Oh my, no more pain. No more. Ramona, I changed me into a hospital gown. I was totally out of it. They checked me. And I was 4 centimeters. Oh.
Ready for your epidural? You know, I never thought to say no to the epidural. Every woman I knew got the epidural.
When I got mine, I had some sensation, but not much. Slept for 5 hours, but it took another 18 hours for me to get to 10. Couldn't eat, couldn't drink. They gave me Pitocin to speed up my labor and fluids from an IV, but basically I just laid there waiting to born!
Wider.
It hurts!
It doesn't hurt. You've had an epidural. It's a big baby. You've got to open your legs as wide as you can, or they'll knock it out.
I'll try.
You're going to have to do better than try.
I'm going to have to do better than try. Who did this guy think he was? Lean back. No, I want to stand.
You can't stand. You've had an epidural.
If I only trusted my body, if I only knew that I didn't have to follow all the rules, that the rules were there to protect him and his hospital, not me. I knew that I'd had an epidural and that I couldn't actually stand, but my body was telling me to stand. Not to lay back with my legs spread open like some stretched out scissors. They made me feel like that's what I had to do. That I had to spread my legs as wide as possible, whether I liked it or not. They had me laying flat on my back, propped up a little, and the monitors told my OB and nurses when to tell me when to push. Breathe. Everybody was telling me so many different things. I had no one to focus on. I was getting pissed. Could I die?
Of course not. You're in the United States. Now lean back and push.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And then the words every mother dreads.
The baby's heartbeat is dropping.
Her heartbeat's dropping.
We're going to have to do a C-section.
I'll prep for a section.
What C-section? No. I want to push. My body wants to push. I'm in a groove.
You can't push. This could be an 11-pound baby, and you cannot push an 11-pound baby out.
That's funny. You just told me the day before I was having an 8-pound baby. How did my feet just been sliced open, making it impossible for me to get out of bed, so I need a better problem? I felt like a bad patient. I finally wasn't following all the rules. I yelled at this nurse. I said, "What's wrong with you? You're in the happiest place in this whole hospital. You're in the maternity ward. Why are you not happy?" They made me feel down.
Nope, there's a foot in your ribcage. The baby's head is down.
At 41 weeks, they told me if I didn't have a good mother, who said anything about being a good mother? This all felt unreal. They were trying to tell me what I was feeling. I didn't feel disappointed. I just felt like a C-section was unnecessary. My instincts told me to wait, that this baby wasn't fully cooked yet, that I should let labor unfold. Maybe a week later, I would have felt panicked and gone for the C-section, but that would have been based on the communication I was having with the baby. I was the mother. We got to the room, they put an IV in me and they shaped me. The midwives were still in the room, but they were really useless at this point. I managed to hold off the C-section, as long as I was attached to the fetal heart monitor. The baby's heartbeat was fine.
We don't know what you're waiting for.
But you're gonna have a C-section.
I felt trapped, and I was wondering why I was being treated like this. Is it because I'm a woman that's always direct with people? Was I being too bossy? Maybe when I came in, they thought I was a single and wed mother, and I would accept substandard care. Or maybe they thought I didn't have insurance. My mind was going in 1,000 directions, but I knew if I was going to get through this, I couldn't focus on any of that. They had been mentally working me for 6 hours, and Tennessee was a long ways away. This hospital was making me feel like a negligent mom. Like, who was I to question how much I needed this? They were losing their patience with me.
It's midnight.
I figured I could hold them off for another hour or two, but there was a doctor who could do the section right then. In the end, I decided, why wait until 2 in the morning when he's sleep deprived? Do the section. I was too angry to cry when they wheeled me into the delivery room. I was furious, pissed off. There was a nurse in the room with me.
What took you so long? Believe me, it's way better to have him come out this way than the other.
While she was talking, all I could think about was how
Even though doula is officially a word in the Oxford English Dictionary.
Doula, a noun, a woman who assists or advises a new or expectant mother, either informally or professionally.
I would have been a nervous wreck without my doula, Jamie. Nervous wreck. It's like I went into the hospital and all I had was a plan A. Have my baby naturally. I didn't have a plan B. I didn't have a plan for when the one pain remedy I liked, massage, was exactly what I hated the most. My doula, she had options. She had a birthing ball, visualizations, imagery. Having her there meant my husband, he didn't have to have all the answers. He could relax. We could all relax. It's not time. It's not time, Dave. I'm the woman. The contractions are like heavy tickles. I'll know when it's time. I'm going on a walk. I power walked for over an hour. I called it my I am woman, hear me roar walk. And when I got back home from my walk, I still didn't think it was time to go to the hospital. Fine, call the doula. Jamie, it's me. It's not time, right? It's time. I'm not often wrong, but I was wrong then. It was time to go to the hospital. Definitely time. I think in my mind, I didn't want to be one of those out-of-control pregnant women who gets to the hospital and has the nurse check her when she's 1 centimeter dilated. I didn't want to be that person. Plus, I know my body. How could I not know when I was in heavy labor? It was only when I got in the car with Dave and Jamie that I was sure I was in full labor. Jamie, hold my hand. My body rocks.
Your body rocks.
We got to the hospital, and I was 6 centimeters dilated. I was sure our baby would be out within 30 minutes. Sure. But nope, I'm wrong again. My body went into what I can only describe as protective cat mode. If my body could talk, it would have said, "Nobody come near me." And here is where what my doula said was crucial to me.
Amanda, imagine all the women before you holding your hand, cheering you on. They believe in you. Feel their strength. Feel your strength.
My body rocks.
Your body.
Rocks. This was a very important image for me to hold on to while I gave birth. Every time I had a contraction, I would imagine I was on top of a mountain, showing off my beefy muscles. That woman on top of the mountain, she rocked. She could give birth. We walked the hallways for an hour. Me, Dave, Jamie. I knew how badly he wanted to touch me. We had an agreement.
He was going to give me a kick-ass massage during labor. But when it came down to it, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be alone. I wanted to be inside myself. I wanted the encouraging voice of a woman, telling me that I was strong, telling me that I rocked, telling me that I could do this. 2 hours after I'd entered the hospital, I had stripped down to a tank top, and I was ready to push. Oh, I'm pushing. Is that okay? Where's the doctor?
We'll be here in 2 minutes.
I can't wait 2 minutes. I'm pushing now.
Here we go, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hi, Dr. Ricky.
Hello, I'm ready.
Oh, my body rocks.
Everyone say it with her. My body rocks. My body rocks. Louder. My body rocks. My body rocks. Keep it going. My body rocks. My body rocks. One more time. My body rocks.
Oh, it's burning. It's burning.
I see the head. All right, this is it.
Dexter shot out of me like a cannonball. Pissed. Not pissed at the pain, just pissed off in general. I looked at my stressed out husband. Well, what do you think I'm gonna do? Just sit here for hours? Somebody check me.
At 41 weeks, my doctor wanted to induce. So Deb, our friend Tish, and I went to the hospital, and they told me to push.
Oh,
Doing great, Janice.
let the pain out. Somebody check me.
2.5 centimeters.
You gotta be kidding me. The whole experience was kind of strange. Strong contractions, nobody around. Must have been a busy night in the maternity ward, but it didn't matter to me. I could handle the contractions. I knew I was going to get the epidural, but now I thought to myself, Vanessa, save the pain relief for when it gets really bad. I knew it was going to get worse. It had to.
3.5 centimeters.
They got another pill into my cervix. And that's when the contractions really got going. That's when those butt contractions started. Extreme pressure in my butt.
In your butt?
In my head, that baby was knocking on my butt. My whole body was going up and down like a snake that was being attacked. And then my husband was like, "Can't you sit still?" No, I can't sit still. You try to sit still when a baby's coming out of your butt.
After 4 hours, I was at 3 centimeters and got the epidural. After that, the pain almost disappeared. It was really incredible. I was sleeping through my labor. That's until... What's that noise? Deb, get the nurse. What's that baby sound? What's happening? Oh, I'm feeling a little dizzy. I feel like I might pass out. Deb!
Low blood pressure.
Fine, give me a
They got ephedrine into me just in time and I didn't pass out. It was all a bit scary and I thought, okay, now I understand what they mean about not intervening in a natural process. The epidural caused my blood pressure to drop and the baby's heart tone to drop, which is why I got dizzy. That was my lesson in medicalized birth. From then on, they monitored the baby's heartbeat.
5 centimeters.
Call me crazy for not getting the epidural then, but I knew I was okay.
We need to break the water to speed things up.
I said, okay, no problem. But the pain got a lot worse after that.
6 centimeters. Ready for the epidural?
I still wasn't ready. I just wanted them to dull the pain, so they gave me the shot. I don't know what it was, but 2 minutes after the shot, I felt like I was knocked unconscious. I got the shakes. I screamed for my husband to do something. He was in the room with my family watching soccer. My father, mother, 2 sisters, and his sister, brother, mother, and father, all in chairs watching soccer. A part of me wanted to tell them to get out. Get the fuck out of my birth! But I knew they wanted to be there when the baby came out, and a part of me wanted them there too, their family, you know. My husband did stop watching the game at this point to hold my hand. And 30 minutes later, the pain relief wore off, and I felt everything. All of that but pain. Give me the epidural! I think I'm gonna die. Honestly, I don't know why women go natural. You don't get a medal for going natural, so why do it? I knew I was only 4 more to 10 centimeters before I could start pushing my baby out. But everybody says the last 4 are the worst. Getting the epidural was a great moment. Even with the creepy feeling I got when the anesthesiologist stuck that needle in my back. And I don't care how strange it felt for the lower half of my body to go numb. The epidural told everything a lot, and it was great. Now I can watch the game with everyone else. You know, I think men should be jealous that women can give birth. Once you take the pain away, it's not so bad. I'm just glad that there is pain relief. Yep. After the epidural, everything went great. And I always forget about this.
Your blood pressure is dropping.
What's wrong?
The baby's heart rate is dropping.
Hey, why is everybody running around?
Get a no tube on her.
Put a tube over my face. I was furious. Say what? C-section? Forget that. I am pushing this baby out.
Get the suction.
I mean business! Thank God that baby didn't come out of my butt. The baby was fine when he came out. Totally perfect. Not me.
4th degree tear.
They were sewing me up for a long time after my birth. I just wanted to close my legs for 1 freaking minute. To be finished and to be alone with my baby. You know, my body ached to hold him. And where was my family? They were all in the room with me. Still watching soccer.
After 4 hours, I was at 10 centimeters, and they told me to push. Deb was on one side, Tish was on the other. The obstetrician and 2 labor and delivery nurses were at the end of the bed, and I was in the middle.
Come on, Janet, you can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is the baby coming? Is the baby all right? Okay. All right now, okay. All right.
Another contraction, Janet. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, is the baby coming? Is he coming?
You're doing good. Just take a breath.
All right. Okay.
Here comes another one, Janet. You can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, is the baby okay?
You pooped.
Pooped. I pooped.
Janet, here comes another contraction. Contraction. You can do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see the head. One more little push. The baby's out. Janet, it's beautiful.
A baby came out of me. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe the whole scene. Everyone was cheering for me and telling me when to push. It was really fun. I was the star.
I'm safe from giving birth. It's all about what the tiger is in the room with Sandy.
Tired?
Yes, Ralph, you're the tiger. And Sandy, you're the pregnant mom. Now imagine yourself laboring in the jungle. It's hot. You're surrounded by nature. Trees, fresh air. Really get into it, Sandy. Show me you're in labor in the jungle. That's right, keep it up. You are totally safe, and you feel powerful. And then suddenly there's a tiger lurking in the shadows. He wants to eat you up. Look hungry, Ralph. You are no longer safe, Sandy. Ralph, get in her face.
best time to plan a surgery is 8 a.m. on a Monday.